Okay, so I'm recording this at 3:34 a.m. I want to do this in one clean take. Okay, not clean, but I want it to be uninterrupted. One take. Let's go. The first take, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about the media, the different medias and shows that I've been watching. Okay, first off, let's start with probably the best series I've watched this year. Probably that will go to Breaking Bad, and now Breaking Bad, like now you see it all around the internet. It's all over the place. It's seen a recent resurgence because of the finale of Better Call Saul, which is probably as popular as Breaking Bad. And I watched Breaking Bad before the hype. I already had an interest in it before. I've heard of Better Call Saul, and I've seen the overused memes at this point. And by overused I mean like JoJo level and overused. But anyways, I watched it after the end of my first round of exams, and I gotta admit I definitely see the hype. It is probably like it has the record of being the highest rated franchise of all time, because Vince Gilligan knew when to stop the series, and judging from the finale, you can see like it's a pretty satisfying conclusion. But apart from the conclusion, apart from season 5, like the acting from both what's his name, oh my goodness, what's his name, the guy who plays Walter White, oh my god, I forgot. Okay, anyways, that guy, and Jesse Pinkman, I remember his name. Actually, wait, no, I don't remember his name. What was his name? Okay, anyways, oh my goodness, the actor of Jesse Pinkman and Walter White, those two, phenomenal. They have so much chemistry. How I get it. Yeah, their acting was phenomenal. The storyline, fantastic. I did not know that they would make. The storyline just felt so smooth. It was like they just jumped from one thing to another thing, and it was just like it was very tense. Okay, I can't really do reviews, even though my description is I write average reviews, and by average I mean very average. But anyways, Breaking Bad, yeah, storyline good, characters good. I like the music, surprisingly. The music was actually very very memorable. I like the cooking montages. Oh yeah, the acting part. My favorite episode was a lot of people put Aussie Man in this. My one would be Crawl Space, the one where Skylar goes, "Oh, please hear me out." That, and then oh my god, what's his name? Nah, I'm searching this out. Bryan Cranston, that was his name. Yes, Bryan Cranston, and then he goes, "Ah!" Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, anyways, moving. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Something funny about Breaking Bad, I watched until season 4, I think. Some of the major things I know was gonna happen. Spoilers. Gus Fring's death. It's all over the internet. Gus Fring's death. Hank's death. The famous reaction scene. That one. Yeah, I think those two were the major deaths I know of. But something stupid I really did was halfway through season 4, I realized, oh my god, one episode is 1 hour, because I think Breaking Bad was the first time I've watched a Western drama on Netflix, and since everything is on demand, it's my first time watching like 1 hour episodes shows, and it was like, wow, I cannot finish this while studying and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let's watch Man of Recaps. Yes, Man of Recaps. I watched his recaps of it, and I basically vicariously, okay, I don't know if vicariously is the best word, but anyways, I basically know what happened in season 5 through him, and I went into it and boom, and I finished it. So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I would watch Better Call Saul, but through Man of Recaps, I also already know what happens in Better Call Saul. So yeah, more of the story, don't watch recap videos. Anyways, next one we're gonna watch. I watched Belle. Belle was a major disappointment. I listen, okay. The reason that what hooked me into Belle was oh yeah, now I remember Jesse Pink's name, Aaron Paul. Now I remember. Anyways, Belle. Why I love that show? I no, I don't love that show. Belle sucks. Belle was such a major disappointment. Number one, what hooked me into the show or into the movie was the Belle melody, the music video on YouTube. Oh my god, that that music video was so good. Holy, oh my goodness! Like, I'm a pretty emotionless bastard, and even though I've never seen the movie, hell, I didn't even watch the cinematic video. I didn't even watch the music video because I wanted it to be a spoiler-free session. I didn't watch the video. All I heard was the sound, right? And when it went to the million miles away, that part, which is like the ending part, that almost got me to tears. That was just pure audio. Like, I didn't even know the context of what was happening, and that was like that really got whoa. That means this, it has to be good, right? Like, it almost moved me, an emotionless monster, to almost like tears. And so I went into it, and it was so bad. The music was good, but storyline was horrendous. Like, they obviously tried to imitate Beauty and the Beast, but it was executed so poorly. The characters were kind of not that good as well. Like, oh my god, I even forgot the main character's name, but I don't know her. I don't review it. Just know that I'm just gonna keep it very surface level. One thing that really bugged me was, I feel like the whole thing about the VR and how Belle got so popular was like, it wasn't even her. Like, it was the help of her friend, and she didn't even know she didn't even know the reason why she was getting popular. So that means, like, how like, she wasn't even putting in the work, and like, it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, again, it's like 3 in the morning. I don't even know why I don't think too hard about this mid movie. I'm pretty sure I gave it like a 4 out of 10. But no, would not recommend. The ending sequence was yeah, or something. Anyways, next one, JJK. Yes, JJK. Okay, specifically the manga. I've watched the anime like last year, and I thought it was okay, but it was overhyped. Like, it's kind of like the Chainsaw Man of last year, right? Or 2020. Like, whoa, it's so good, but it's pretty alright. The anime, at least. And when JJK Zero came out, I watched it with my friends, and I thought, damn, it was pretty good. I feel like it was slightly better than the anime. So I was like, okay, you know what? Everybody keeps saying Shibuya is peak shonen, and JJK Zero kind of hooked me into JJK as a whole. So I was like, okay, why not just give it a shot? And the manga was like 10 times better than the anime. Gojo's backstory was I was like a 8 out of 10. Toji, I need to reread it. I haven't reread it in quite a while, but Toji, damn good. When the anime comes out, as many, if not more people, will simp for Toji. My English. I mean, if Gojo was popular, Toji will be as popular, if not more popular. Because damn, that man kind of fine though. But anyways, Toji was good. Geto was good. Let's see his slow descent into insanity. And after that, we have the Mekamaru versus Mahito fight. Death of Mekamaru. That was sad. That was the introduction of Simple Domain, so that was a cool introduction. And finally, we get to Shibuya. Oh my god, it was the first time reading anything like it. If I were to give it a comparison, it would be like Fire Force, where the first time they went into the underground, and like, it was this mashup of different fighters going 1v1s or group fights. But Fire Force, that sequence was good, but it was like, it was whatever lah. But it gave a good impression, but it didn't leave a lasting impression, so to say, because it was the anyways. But JJK, imagine the Fire Force example I put, but like amplified by like tenfolds. It was Shibuya. While reading Shibuya, I was like, okay, it has to stop now. and then it keeps going, and then I'm like, okay, it has to stop now, and it keeps going, keeps going, and then before you know it, boom, spoilers by the way, boom, Nanami is dead, boom, Gojo is sealed, boom, all the disaster curses are sealed, boom, Kenjaku like freaking starts the culling games, and what's this, oh yeah, Nobara's apparent death, even though I don't think she's dead, but Todo's hands get chopped off, and no more Boogie Woogie, Inumaki's hands also gets chopped off, and even after Shibuya, I think culling games was damn good. It was like a worthy inclusion, not worthy inclusion, more like a worthy sequel. Yeah, I just call it sequel to Shibuya. Yeah, at some points I think culling game was more hype than Shibuya. But still on the topic of Shibuya, favorite fight was probably Dagon versus Dagon versus Naobito, Nanami, and Maki, and later on Megumi, and later on Toji. Number one, because come on, Naobito, I felt like he was kind of cool. I like his curse technique. I like his personality, even though he is the head of a problematic clan. But nonetheless, we get to see Nanami. That's a plus. Megumi's, he sees his domain again, and Toji doing Toji stuff. And now on to culling games. Culling games was probably like, okay, no. Before culling games was perfect preparation, which was the preparation to culling games. Perfect preparation was decent. Like, I was excited for Akari's review, but like the way they recruit him was good, but I felt like it did kind of drag out. Kiara's curse technique felt like a JoJo stand, but I kind of got the hang of it. Maki killing the whole Zenin clan, that was definitely a surprise. I did not expect that. Like Maki soloing, like you didn't tell me Maki would be the one soloing the one of the three major hit clans, but I digress. Okay, now moving on to culling game. Culling game was good. Not good, actually fantastic. I love the reintroduction of Yuta into the story, and I love Yuta's colony. Yuta in the JJK manga is like better, is like probably my top 3 favorite characters, because you compare him to the movie JJK, so it's kind of a wimp, but like his off-screen development into like this cold-hearted killer, even though he still has that compassionate side to him. And finally seeing him fight in one of the colonies, oh my goodness, Sendai colony was fantastic. Megumi's and Yuji's colony was also good. But I think probably my favorite part of the culling game was the introduction of Hakari and his curse technique. The one where, okay, not curse technique, rather his idol death gambler. And his feat of like getting infinite curse energy. Oh my god, when I read that, my jaws dropped. That's why I love reading. That's my favorite part of reading in general. It makes me go like, yo, what the hell? And like it makes me think about the implications of like the future of the plot and stuff. And currently we are at Choso and Yuki versus Kenjaku. Finally we get to see Yuki. She was teased as one of the 4 special grades. Finally we get to see a fight, and against Kenjaku no less. And okay, anyways, I think I talked sufficiently about JJK. Let's move on. Next, okay, so I think over this year I've watched 3 Quentin Tarantino movies. Not by choice because of Quentin Tarantino. Okay, maybe it was a bit, but I watched 3 of them. I watched Inglorious Bastards, Reservoir Dogs, and the Django. Reservoir Dogs being the latest, and I think I watched Inglorious Bastards first, then the Django. But I call this recency bias, but among the 3, I think my favorite was Reservoir Dogs, followed by Inglorious Bastards and the Django. Reservoir Dogs, starting from number 1, I think I think the acting was phenomenal. I love the simple story. I love stories where it's so simple, but then they make it into such an entertaining, like, just it's as simple as finding a mole from a group of thieves. Like, it's not even it's not original, but you probably heard the story, like this exact same premise thousands of times, but the acting and and the setting of like this dingy warehouse, and then I forgot the color, but that one guy just bleeding out, and Mr. Pink and Mr. Blonde and all the other different colors, and the ending, oh my god, the ending is what seals the movie. And yeah, Reservoir Dogs was fantastic. Inglorious Bastards. I am a sucker for World War II movies, and Inglorious Bastards was exactly that, but with killing Nazis, and an alternative to Hitler's assassination, where it wasn't Operation Valkyrie that tried to kill him, but Operation Kino, and that was good. The Django was also good. I'm saying good a lot, but yeah, it's also good. Jamie Foxx was kind of odd as the protagonist, but come on, Leonardo DiCaprio and Samuel L. Jackson kind of stole the show. Leonardo DiCaprio really had to go Call of Duty on them, but anyways, moving on. Yes, this video, I did not expect this video to reach 15 minutes, but I guess my rambling is really rambling. Anyways, Chainsaw Man. Yes, Chainsaw Man, the talk of the town lately. My friend had convinced me to read it like countless times, and I was like, okay, you're funny. And then I finally read it. I read it on one night because it was short and it was good. But like I said with JJK, it's so overhyped. Like, people calling this a masterpiece of a shonen, well, it's like, it's okay, but people overhype it that it fails to meet expectations, and people label it bad when it's not bad. It's good. Chainsaw Man, yes, I need to talk about it. Chainsaw Man, in terms of like power system and stuff, it's basically a carbon copy of JJK. Like, hell, even the authors themselves admit it. Like, I think the Chainsaw Man author was like, yeah, my world is basically just JJK. Can't remember if I'm wrong, but yeah. And but I will say, I think the one thing I like about Chainsaw Man is that compared to JJK, like, the prospect of being a devil hunter compared to a Jujutsu sorcerer is so much more worse. Like, they make it so that if you're a devil hunter, you can literally die at any moment. Where JJK, yeah, I guess they do kind of state that can happen. It's kind of what I feel like the only example we really have that is Haibara, but that's in the manga. It's a pretty insignificant character death. The only one that impacted it was Nanami. But anyways, yeah, like, it sucks being a chainsaw, being a devil hunter. And one thing I liked about it was okay, maybe it's not a good sign that's taking me a while to think about things I like about it, but I'll tell you one thing I don't really like about it. Makima. I think Makima serves as a good antagonist, but I feel like, I feel like it's more of a meme than an actual part of the story. But it's like, oh, Makima is like this mommy character, blah blah blah. And normally I'm down for these types, but it is like, I don't like these types of characters where it feels like it's too obvious. It's not. It doesn't have to be subtle, but it's like, it's too over the top. It's like the same thing with why it feels borderline patronizing. It's why I don't really like Miku and Sumi from QQ and Ren and Girlfriend respectively. It feels like Miku and Sumi is like, oh, look at this cute and quiet girl. Look at it, they're so clumsy and okay, maybe not Miku and clumsy, but it's so quiet and so cute and stuff, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, you have to like, okay, it's not you have to like her, but look, please like her, blah blah blah. It's like characters like that, and Makima gives off that vibe. And but anyways, Makima's antagonist, I actually really liked it. What else? The thing with Aki and Denji, I feel like Aki was, even though I do think that Megumi is just a better Aki. Like, Aki in that story, he basically, the story was basically concluded in Chainsaw Man Part 1, and yeah, still, that story was damn good. A future devil is the best devil. Power was, I mean, maybe I need to reread about God. I don't really get why Power is so popular. Oh my god, but her death scene though, that was probably one of the few times in Chainsaw Man that made me go, what the what? Which I really enjoy when media makes me go like that. But even still, I feel like among my top 3 mangas would still be Record Ragnarok, JJK, and Tokyo Revengers. Chainsaw Man would be like a, I don't know, 5. I don't know, yeah, 5 or 6. Anyways, okay. Next next two are movies, and they are mystery movies. Ooh, Seven and Zodiac. Okay, Seven was I recently watched Seven like I think a month ago, and oh my goodness, Seven really reminded me of the Batman, which I watched this year also, but it's obviously that Seven was the Batman was the one that took inspiration from Seven, considering Seven was like what came out in the 2000s, and yeah, like at first, okay, the first thing I really love about Seven was the ending. like I'm of the opinion that if a movie is like held in such high regard, which Seven is, the ending has to be like good, like not average, like good, and Seven really delivered on that, because the ending where I'm probably not gonna spoil, because even though I have spoiled for basically everything up to this point, but yeah, Seven, the ending was so thrilling but so harrowing, I think. But apart from that, I love like the steady build up of the seven sins, and then finding out, oh shit, who's gonna, how's the next sin gonna play out. Like the one that really stuck with me was Gluttony and Sloth. Those two was, oh my god, absolute insane. And the part, and especially the middle part involving Kevin Spacey, oh my goodness, yes. Okay, anyway, Zodiac. I kind of watched this. I have heard of it. I like three MCU actors were in it. Okay, I didn't watch it because three MCU actors were in it. Okay, if hell, the MCU wasn't even a thing when Zodiac first came out. But yeah, Zodiac, it has Jake Gyllenhaal, which is Mysterio. You have Robert Downey Jr. You have Mark Ruffalo, and Robert Downey Jr. was like, even before Iron Man, I feel like he's such a charming actor. But yeah, Mark Ruffalo was also good as the other detective. Jack Gyllenhaal, I feel like he makes a very very good protagonist as I forgot, it was the cartoonist. What else to say? I think he does a good job of sparking interest in the Zodiac case, and it does really like explores, oh, who could it be, even though the movie clearly paints, I think the name was Arthur laid those two as not those two, him as the main culprit. But still, it was a fun ride. Okay, this video is going way longer than I expected it to be. But next one, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 more to go, and I'll wrap it up in like 7 minutes, I hope. Okay, next one, we're gonna talk about the Ghibli movies I've watched this year. Yes, I've watched 2 Ghibli movies. Whoa. I've watched the latest one I've watched. The 2 movies were Princess Mononoke and Up the Poppy Hill. The latest one being Princess Mononoke. I think I watched it like 3 days ago. And Up the Poppy Hill, I watched it like in July or June or something around there. I feel like I prefer Up the Poppy Hill, because Princess Mononoke, I feel like it's good. It's probably like one of the most popular Ghibli movies, and I feel like it's the same case with Howl's Moving Castle for me, where I had like the initial watch, it was like I wasn't really that impressed, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, damn, that's kind of cool. Like the whole thing with Iron Town, the whole thing with nature and like the 3 factions, and trying to, and like the conflict and stuff. It's pretty okay. Second, but I feel like Up the Poppy Hill was kind of better. Up the Poppy Hill, I absolutely love the dorm, like the environment where they had to save like it's like a message about heritage, I think. Yeah, I may be talking out my ass, but for me it feels, it's like a message of heritage. Like don't let don't erase history and stuff like that, and is preserving all that. But hey, I can't review stuff, especially when it's this late. Next one. Okay, now we're talking about the animes that I've watched. Okay, even though Chainsaw Man was an anime, JJK was kind of an anime, Belle was kind of an anime, but I feel like these 3's even though last year was probably like my anime watching phase, the one where I watched the most amount, I feel like I already feel the anime burnout, and I haven't watched like more than 10 animes this year. But I will say but I will be talking about the animes I do remember watching this year. That being Call of the Night, Tomodachi Game, and Spy X Family. Let's go through the easiest one, Spy X Family. It's same thing, it's good, but very popular. I feel like compared to the other, I feel like it kind of delivers on the hype. I will say though, I am kind of getting desensitized to seeing so many Yor and Anya cosplays whenever there's a con. But I digress about the anime. Like, the animation was good. It was done. Was it done by Cloverworks? I think it was done by Cloverworks. They deliver on the animation. I love the voice actors. I think they did a fantastic job. The storyline was, I haven't watched season 2, but season 1 storyline was decent. I wouldn't say good, but it was decent. Nothing mind blowing that much. Okay, anyways, next, Tomodachi Game was I'm pretty sure it was the what's it called? Tomodachi Game was my friend kept saying how like incredible it was, and I was like, yeah, okay, you say about literally everything, but we gave it a watch. We gave episode 1 a watch, and I was like, okay, never mind, I need to keep watching it. So me and my 2 other friends, we watched it. Like, I'm pretty sure we watched the whole 12 episodes in 2 nights. In 2 nights. And 2 nights as in, okay, at that time it was a school week, so like a night to me was like 1 to 2. So yeah, we watched that in 2 nights, and it was like the fastest I've ever watched an anime in one sitting. I don't really like to binge watch a whole anime in one sitting, but yeah. Next, Call of the Night. I got hooked into Call of the Night because of its opening. Yes, I love oh my god, Daten was such a good ass opening, and that got me like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And Nazuna's pretty cool as well. I watched it. It was good. Oh my god, it's good. I love why they ended in season 1, where they introduced the detective. Finally, we get some plot going in. And yeah, okay, finally, last one. I'm gonna talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is probably gonna be like 1 minute. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was I borrowed my friend's Disney Plus account, watched it. It's probably the only Marvel Phase 4 TV show that I was interested in. And I feel like definitely it shouldn't be called Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It should just be called The Falcon. Because I wish they explored Bucky's characters more, because I feel like he's kind of slightly more interesting than the Falcon, but still they made Falcon like a character to actually root for, unlike in the previous MCU. He kind of felt like budget roadie, but yeah, this time he gets like an actual time to shine. What else? I love Zemo. I did not expect him to be as charismatic as he was, but he did. The twist of Sharon Carter being the power broker was so it was so bad. Okay, I think that concludes it. I was gonna squeeze in an anime opening rankings, but it's, oh my god, this video is 28 minutes. It's gonna be 29. I did not expect to record for so long, but yeah, okay. I'll probably make the anime opening into something else. Okay, that's it.